So yeah, so it was like the preview from my book that was out that was annoying me. So I was really, about these books on demand. I talked a lot about them not being honest on the telephone. So now when I have some issue, I would just write an email. So the only thing I'm waiting for is that book, because then I'll look at it, and if it's fine, I'll shelf it, and I'm done with that topic. So that's why I started with the movie script already, because I went like, oh yeah, the beginning of the movie is so let out and easy to write, so let's do it. So now I have done it, and I told myself, let's do it day by day. But then I realized to be on about 3 scenes would be the beginning of my movie, like the titles, and then how the protagonist, the female one, gets to meet someone that would take her in his car somewhere else, would be another scene, and then them arriving at a restaurant at the autoroute would be another scene. So these took me now a week, kind of like 3 days to write, and it's good I did it like that, because now I included all the pictures already, and I'm kind of sure about the layout. So when I now continue writing the other scenes, I know how big the titles have to be, and how big the distances from the title to the text has to be, and how I'm gonna deal with the cuts so that everyone can really know, like the movie script, how am I gonna write it, because I'm including what the camera is doing quite often, because it's important for the story. Like certain things need to be seen, certain things are not seen, and that one creates the speciality about this movie. So that's why I'm, starting to write it. Even though I told myself this summer is just about me being out in Switzerland, experiencing the landscape and everything, the waters, because someday soon I won't be able to do that, because then I'll just be on the seas, seeing blues, and not that kind of, mountainy. If you choose the picture well, you get real nice things to look at in Switzerland. Like, you won't see how nice these mountains are unless I really get close to them. That's what you see over there, And this part of Switzerland especially is very neat, because you got like the valley, the greens, the mountains, the grey ones, and the white tops, and the sun, and it's not like raining too much because it's a valley, right? The clouds need to cross over those mountains, and then by that they rain off their liquids, their water, the rain. So by the time they could be in the valley where we walk, there is no more cloud left, so all the water has gone. So that's about, what's happening. So we have nice weather. Not this summer though. So it's been raining quite a bit, more than ever, people told me. Like, I go by hitchhike, I've been twice, not recording. So I told you it's the 30th time I'll be walking up today, like uphill. Yeah. So yeah, that's me. So I've been kind of eating spaghetti, because I thought I won't have any money until the end of the month, but now 70 Swiss francs arrived for something I have ordered, and they cannot ship me. So now they refunded the 70 Swiss francs, and I'm really happy, because it's about algae, spirulina, and chlorella. And those I still got, like tons of them. I ordered them because they were 10% off. With all the rest, I was like, lysine will come to me tomorrow probably. I'm really glad about that, because with OPC and DHEA and chondroitin and all these special things that I'm taking, this lysine will just complete my whole this and that. And also the liposomic, the oil-based vitamin C will get to me. Yeah, and I need to tell you, I've been eating like, white spaghetti, kind of like, yeah. But I was like able to go onto the toilet really well when I started to drink Vita Biosa again. So that fermented herbs, it is like Vita Biosa, it is called, a drink that you mix with water. That one really, 15 milliliters are recommended a day, and I take like 60 in the morning, kind of. So that one gives me the sugars, because I add mannose and galactose, and I add like B12 drops, and I add grapefruit kernel extract, and I add Q10. So with all these things somehow added, and I drink it with my supplements. All the supplements go with this liter of Vita Biosa mixed with water and all I have just mentioned. And by that, my digestion is real good. I mean, real good. I can go onto the toilet several times a day, even eating these harsh spaghetti. And like in the spaghettis, again, I have all the good things added. The Mediterranean herbs, which are sage, rosemary, oregano, marjoram, thyme. Then I have ginger, cardamom, and curcuma in there. Curcuma, very yellowy, but it seems to be even whitening the teeth. Then coconut oil, olive oil, coconut just in general, because it's so, healthy. And then the omega-9 is by the olive oil. And then I have hemp oil, so that's omega-3 and 6. And then I'll add some black cumin oil, 2 drops. And then I add some cedar kernel oil, just a little bit. And I add some argan oil, roasted, which is not so good, but it tastes real good. And then some mustard goes in there, like really a lot, because until now I have just added flavors and oily stuff. So now I need something that is sour. So that mustard with the vinegar they create the mustard with completes my all-in sauce. So with that you can eat bread or cookies or spaghetti. And what you get is real tasty, a mouthful of, So then some white pepper and coconut oil I put in a corner of the pot, so that I can have like that real, and cayenne pepper for the spiciness goes in there too. And I have newly received this, it's called Yenchura. It's a mix of like 20 different herbs, because remember, the list of the most dense in nutrition foods start with the intestines of animals and organic oils. So that's place number 1. And then organic oil seems to be from nuts and stuff, and then or broccoli, things like that. And then the second would be herbs. All herbs and all gardening, herbs and spices is on second place. So of course you don't intake that much of those herbs, like basil I add as well for the freshness. So these are the ones that I once read about that can do a lot for health. So I'm not adding black pepper, because black pepper, in curcuma you need some piperine, it says, so that one might stem from black pepper. So it's in the supplements I take. So with that usually I don't get such a good digestion, but now with this Vita Biosa that has this sour fermented like sauerkraut, or it's called milk sour fermented herbs, I get like real good digestion. Yeah, and I'm full of energy as well. So what I didn't take for the last week or so was vitamin D, and I'm still like really energetic, because usually when I take vitamin D I get even more energetic because it creates melatonin, I sleep better. It helps to create serotonin, that melatonin. So all the hormones for happiness kind of follow after that sleep hormone melatonin. So that's not the reason why I'm so energetic. It's rather because I have finished a lot of projects. Now I just gotta find some kind of gallery owner that would sell my art, because once I get onto a boat or away from Switzerland, or if I start moving a lot, I don't want to own too much. So that's also why I'm gonna sell a carpet real early. I don't want to throw it away like for 50 Swiss francs. I still want to get double the amount back, like 100 Swiss francs at least. So because of that, I try to find some gallery that would take my huge mustard corner, it is called, a photo artwork, and the smaller things, and then my books he can have as well, so people can go through them. And then I got that like Wikipedia on success, that one he may have, or she. I'd rather suggest it'll be a he, a him, or a team. I'm not so much into women since I've been talking to that, publishers, secretary. All of them were kind of not helpful. So they sent the man so that the man would fight me and combat with me, because I was like phoning it again and again. So that's why they blocked me on phone. I'm really glad, because I don't want to talk to them anyway. Also, there is a doctor. I need a recipe to get this Mariah distal, like a flower that I saw when I was hiking. And also that one would be good against psoriasis and helping the liver. So to get that one, I need that recipe. I phoned, and the woman that was on the phone, not the doctor herself, was kind of, you gotta come here. But then I went, no, I just need the recipe. I had it before, I lied. And so now I wrote a letter yesterday. So now I'm waiting for the recipe, and if it doesn't get here on the 28th, I have a real annoying appointment in the nearby small city, and after that one I will it'll be like 12 o'clock then, so after having eaten something and stuff, I will go to that doctor and ask for the recipe, like without appointment. I will just go there and say, well, can I have the recipe? The doctor's kind of bill for me to get it at the pharmacy. I did that before, so yeah. I got 300 more Swiss francs that I can spend on any kind of medication for free, meaning the government will pay. After these 300 Swiss francs, I will have to pay. It's just 1,000 that I can spend a year, because I intake all the insurance money. So I have like the lowest amount. They'll pay by that insurance. So if I get ill or if something happens, I'll be trashed. But I'm not planning on bad things happening. So, and if they do, I will just go to some kind of institution and tell them, yeah, it's a health issue and I need help. So then they need a help. So yeah, we're almost there. So bye bye.